Hello and welcome back to DriveTracker. In this tutorial, you'll be learning how to optimize your route based on several different variables. First, make sure that you've entered all of the addresses that will be on your route. If DriveTracker's software has trouble geocoding any of the addresses, correct them before you proceed using the methods that were outlined in the previous tutorial on verifying addresses. Once you've added and verified all of your addresses, scroll down to the list of addresses below the Create Directions button. The reverse button above the list of addresses can be used to view the addresses at the bottom of the list quickly. Before you optimize your route, however, you'll need to set an origin and a destination so that DriveTracker knows where to start and end your route. At the top of the list of addresses, you'll see a red button that reads Missing Origin. If you click on that button, you'll see that you can set an origin by typing in an address, by copying the address of a destination if you've already set it, or by using your current location. Similarly, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom of the list of addresses, you'll see a Missing Destination button with the same options for the address of your destination. Additionally, you can set your origin and destination from the list of addresses that you've already added, a process that we'll cover in a bit. If you click on an address from the list, the map will zoom to its location, and a list of options will appear below that address. The first option, Edit Location, allows you to move the address around the map by clicking Position and then dragging the address marker to the right location on the map. In rural areas, for example, the geocoding process can misplace addresses slightly, so you might want to use this feature. Once you've moved the address, you can click Position again, and the address will lock to its new location. You can also mark an address as completed by clicking the Completed checkbox. The address marker will turn gray, so you can clearly see that you've already been to that stop. For now, let's leave that box unchecked. By clicking the Back option, you can return to the list of all addresses. The next option for an individual address, Remove Location, will allow you to remove the address and its marker from the route entirely. Finally, Set as Origin will set an individual address as your origin, while Set as Destination will set an address as your destination. For now, we'll click on Set as Origin for this address. Once you've set an address as your origin, the Missing Origin button will be replaced by that address. If you click on that address, you'll have the option to edit location and remove location just as before, but you can also copy the address to your destination by clicking Copy to Destination. This will set the destination to the same address as the origin, and you'll want to use this option if your route should return to the location at which it begins. You can also remove an address from the origin or destination and make it an address along your route by clicking Set as Location, but we'll click Copy to Destination for now. As a result, your origin is now the same as your destination, which you can see on the map and on the list of addresses. The exact same process can be replicated if you set an address to the destination before you create an origin. Just click on the destination and click Copy to Origin instead. Now, you're ready to optimize your route. Based on the number of addresses in your route, optimization options differ slightly. If you have fewer than 30 addresses, DriveTracker can take traffic conditions into account when optimizing. To optimize, above the list of addresses, click on Directions. There, you'll see an option to optimize based on typical traffic, leaving now, or departure at a specific time, as long as you have fewer than 30 addresses. Typical traffic will optimize without taking specific traffic conditions into account, while the other two options will use traffic data for a specific time to optimize your route. If you're ready to proceed with route optimization, select the optimization option from the drop-down list that best fits your needs, and then click on Optimize Order. After a few moments, DriveTracker will finish optimizing the route, and the list of addresses that you entered will be reordered to minimize total travel time. At this point, you can also manually reorder addresses in your route by clicking on and dragging the addresses that you wish to reorder. If you would prefer to drive the route in the opposite direction, you can also click the Reverse button. If you have between 30 and 256 addresses, the optimization process becomes too intensive to take traffic into account. Instead, you can choose between speed and accuracy when selecting your optimization preferences. If you choose speed, the optimization process won't take as long, but it might not be as accurate. Conversely, choosing accuracy may take longer, but the route could be more accurate. You can also select No Preference. The software will default to accuracy if you have fewer than 115 stops, and speed if you have more than 115 stops. Finally, DriveTracker cannot handle more than 256 stops on a route. If you try to enter more than 256 stops and then optimize your route, you'll receive an error message that you cannot optimize a route with more than 256 stops. If you receive that message, please split your route into more reasonably sized segments and try to optimize each portion of the route separately. In the next tutorial, you'll learn how to visualize your route and directions.